Hey guys, Jay, welcome back to the channel. Holy crap, everybody. We got a lot to talk about tonight. We got a huge stream tonight, and in a lot of ways, this is, I'm not going to say it's a miracle, but it was something that, you know what, I was dreaming for, I was hoping for, and due to a lot of different circumstances that literally came out of no, not didn't come out of nowhere. There was a lot of expectation for this to happen, but you just never know, right? You just never know with crowdfunding. It's just this crazy game where, you know, if you don't do the right things, if you don't have the right people helping you, as we found out with Flipboard, everything can go south. Like there's a lot of things that happen, and a lot of people to thank behind the scenes. But we got a lot. You know, we're gonna get to that. We're all gonna get to that. But of course, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about Brutal Realm. Everybody, holy crap! This campaign. It pulled at my heartstrings, man. It really pulled at my heartstrings. I was you know, when I talked about it a week ago, I was like, God, I wish I really hope a lot more people back this campaign, and you know, hoping and dreaming and wishing. You know, it's not always the thing that makes things happen, and really, it's not. But this one, it was willed into existence by the people who helped create it, and of course, all the fans, everybody out there who helped to support this. Thank you so much. I'm gonna bring in some wonderful people tonight. Of course. I definitely have to thank my good friend who helped organize all this and make this happen. As a matter of fact, there's a wonderful Facebook group. If you haven't joined it yet, you definitely have to. It is the Brutal Realms Facebook group. You guys should definitely join that. And of course, the creator of that group is here with us tonight. Please help me welcome Carlos from the Badass Reviews. Carlos,
what's up,
what's
man?
going on?
How's everything? Excited.
You, oh man, I'm over the moon, Carlos. I'm over the moon. This is crazy, brother. This is crazy.
Just
Amazing.
a week back, dude, we were talking about this, and we were like crossing our fingers, and boom.
So you know, it's because of the hard work of everybody involved, and of course, you know, the wonderful efforts from you know, the backers. The backers are really the ones who made this happen. But you know, we're not alone, Carlos. You know, we can't talk about all of this craziness without bringing in you know, more friends to help us out. So guys, he's been on the channel multiple times. Of course, he himself has been involved with a crazy Kickstarter that happened only a few months ago. So definitely would love to hear his side and opinions about what happened and how this all came together. Please help us welcome Brick Something, of course. What's going on, Brick?
Let's get brutal, folks. What's
Brutal,
going on? What's going on, Carlos?
Brutal,
what's going on, Jay? Thank you. I need to get out that energy, that excitement over this awesome Kickstarter and these amazing figures that we're going to get in hand soon enough. So I'm happy to be here.
Absolutely incredible. How have you been following the campaign, Brick? Like, is this something that you've been keeping your eye on?
A little bit. No, I've been following this as the other gentleman who will bring on soon can attest. I've been watching their Instagram since really early on. I've been clued into what they've been trying to do with these figures, the designs, the things that they're going after, and I'm happy to see these figures are gonna, like, I'm happy to see that people are interested and excited just like I am, and two, that we're gonna get these figures in hand. And I'm thinking that we might even get some of the like the highest tiers done before the next 3 days are out, which means, man, we're getting some amazing figures like in the next couple of years. So yes, the long answer is absolutely. I've been clued in, and I'm loving the Brutal Realm. So can't wait.
100%. I'm super stoked and super excited about the whole process, and I really want to get everyone's opinion on you know, how everything came together and what everyone's thoughts are. But really quickly, Brick, from the outside looking in, that you and I have, you know, what were your thoughts about a week ago? You know, like, because I'm not gonna lie, I was very concerned because I really wanted these figures. You know what I mean? I was praying, and I was reaching out to everybody I knew just to say, "Come on, guys, let's talk about this as much as possible." Were you starting the same camp, or were you confident? Carlos, were both of you confident that this was going to happen?
Brick, You first. Go ahead.
Okay, so what you're referring to is my experience with helping out with the Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. Again, with Spiro Studios. Recent Kickstarter that was like a massive Kickstarter. It was a ridiculous amount of figures that they were offering, and this is for a line that's already like established and has had a history of doing Kickstarters. So you know, my role in that was largely to kind of like plan out how we're going to get the word out and how we're going to be in people like toy collectors' faces, just to remind them like, hey, this is a great thing, you should consider it, make that pitch. And so, yes, absolutely. Been in the conversation, seen the back end, knew about it. And with that in mind, it's a little tricky in that I knew that the big bad toy store of it all was there and was kind of a question mark. So knowing that it was in play, like, helped me know that, like, well, there's the possibility that I guess I kind of don't want to go too into depth with that, maybe before we bring in our guests, but I'll share later why that helped inform me and maybe had me like crossing my fingers and thinking that it's a possibility. But then also, I will just say that it's awesome that BBTS helps with these things. It's a little question mark to how, you know, like, yeah, how they actually kick in. And so it was really nice to see them in particular jump in with 2 huge sort of installments of like, hey, we're going to back this to the tune of an amazing amount of money that really got us so, you know, essentially past the first goal. So anyway, I'll leave it at that because honestly, I'm admittedly being a little political.
Yeah, we got a long stream to talk about it. So Carlos, really quickly, any thoughts?
Yeah,
Do you think?
I mean, listen, I was pretty much like you in this manner. Like Brick said, I believe I've been following Brewer Realm like way before the action figure line. I was sharing all their art and stuff on my page, but one of the things that really like caught my attention is like what Brick said, like the BBTS factor on the whole Kickstarter, right? But I was at one point, like a week ago, I was kind of like nervous, but I wasn't kind of nervous about not being funded, but not reaching the unlocks, right? So I was like, okay, I'm gonna be happy if we have the 3 main characters, the first ones, and the barbarian guys. Which I was like, well, if that happens, I know the line is going to continue down the road. I'm confident on that. But I don't know what's going to happen with the other unlocks. I was kind of like in a limbo. But again, the BBTS factor, right? And also the FOMO, always at last minute with all the Kickstarters. I mean, it happened with you guys. Remember, like, it happened with everybody, like the last push, the last days. Like, it's always like a factor, a big factor when people are like, oh my God, I'm gonna miss this, you know? So kind of like I was confident we're gonna reach the first goal, but the other stretch goals, man, I was kind of like nervous, dude. And I was pushing like you. I was like, come on, guys, sharing, doing stuff. Man, I love this line. This is me, totally me.
I'm excited, guys. I'm excited. Now, you know, we can celebrate, and to help celebrate with us and help to answer some of these amazing questions that we all have. Let's bring in both of our special guests here tonight. Guys, please welcome Jason Soul and James Harkness. Guys, these guys are the ones. Congratulations, guys. This is crazy. Oh my gosh, this is absolutely...
It's all AI. None of it has to do with
AI.
me. I just punch it in meta. Out comes everything else.
Give me a cool story about barbarians.
Yes.
And make it badass.
Oh, God.
Oh, badass.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be nuts. Guys, welcome. And if it's not too premature, congratulations. This is
Congratulations.
Yes. Man,
this is crazy. Absolutely.
Who'd have thunk it? Who'd have thunk it?
Cheers.
Well, you know what? I was hoping. I was very hopeful.
We all were.
I was extremely hopeful. And you know what? I remember, obviously, you know, we've been chatting a little bit back and forth. And even on the last stream, I remember James mentioning that, you know what, that you were talking to the guys at BBTS and they were like, oh yeah, we think that we're close at least, right? Like, and they weren't. And you know what? It's crazy because it's amazing how close you were when the number finally, like, you were, I think, within 12,000 or something like that. It was pretty close.
Yeah,
It was pretty close.
It was around 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was around 10. Maybe it was 12. The numbers started jumping up as soon as we got that big bump. I knew that was going to happen. Is that once people saw that this was viable, then people start supporting it. Don't know why that happens, but it does. Thankfully, there's people like Mythic Dolphin out there who support early, and keep helping support. Keep giving us feedback that we love. And, you know, if we just had everyone that supported as much from the beginning, like a lot of our loyal fans, we might have gotten there sooner. But hey, we're here now. That's what's important. And the sky's the limit. The limit is the sky. Based on my further calculations in my computer, I think I'm going to go ahead and make this what's the prognostication? Prediction. Thank you. Prediction.
Prognostication is a good one.
I'm gonna prognosticate about this prediction.
Hey, prognostication. That sounds better. That sounds more brutal.
Absolutely. I think we're gonna hit Athena because most of these Kickstarters that for that pledge that get funded, they normally get around 1,000 backers. We're still at around 725. I don't know where we're at right now. So we have about 250 to go. If we average in how much our average pledge is, we're looking at getting right at Athena. Maybe a little bit more hope, maybe a little bit more, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna hit Athena. So
we're at 724.
But we're aiming for past Athena.
Yeah, we are.
Which is why we're working. Our team is working right now while we're busy chatting away at creating art, at you know, showing what's past Athena. So bear with us. I know it's you know, we all want to see. We're waiting. We're waiting for it ourselves. We just got the pictures of Ogun today, this morning, and I as soon as I came up with something to say, we posted it. So
yeah. No, I'm beyond the moon. I'm super excited. I mean, like, you know, when Carlos said we should go live with these guys, I'm like, yeah. And I said, what we have to aim for Athena, right? We are. I know we're like the numbers are always one of these things where you're like, oh my gosh, that's so far away. But it doesn't. But look at how fast it went from backing to like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Right, and then now, right, earlier this afternoon.
Today was crazy.
Yeah,
today was insane. General Grimskull in like just under a few hours. You know what I mean? Like it was absolutely crazy. And now, you know, you have the Shadow Army right behind him, and again, you have the Golden Hope, right? The Athena herself. So she's
Athena herself, man.
You know,
I never knew that she would be as popular as she is.
Syndrus is looking for barefoot for the female so he can take some toe pics.
Hey,
like, listen,
who's into feet? I mean, what kind of weird person is into that?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like with Cesare Studios, the Gladiator Girls.
Yep.
That's the best example of how popular warrior princesses, warrior females are.
Yeah,
like how popular in this mythic kind of like fantasy realm is insane, dude. It's insane.
Especially when you can take all of their armor and everything off, like articulated ninja does.
He's gonna put some nipples on ours.
Yeah, you know, like
or they'll already come with him.
I mean, it's got to be realistic, right?
Got to be brutal.
Well, you know what? At this point, you equal. You know, here the way I would say equal opportunity. If you're stripping down the guys down to their nothing, right? You might as well do the same thing.
Hey,
the guys have nipples.
I mean, yeah.
You gonna milk me?
How, you know what? If you announce that, I can almost guarantee the sales on Athena are just gonna go through the freaking roof.
Yeah, you know, I also think that it just speaks to even the Cesare ones. It speaks to like the lack of attention that has, you know, having warrior women like that. We just haven't had it. You know, like there are people that still operate, toy companies are still sort of under this working premise that people don't want women figures. And I understand it from maybe like a giant line who deals with retail. Maybe I don't 100% buy it, but this is the beauty of the indie world, right? So Zezre is like, yeah, we're gonna do a whole wave. Here you go, and those are like the most prized, expensive, valuable Zezre figures. Period.
Super
And so,
expensive, like $300.
yeah, and then
crazy.
here you have like this buck that is very different, incredibly muscular, like thick. You guys have used the muscle mommy thing, and what I'm excited about is, yes, we're going to get Athena 100%, and then we're going to unlock potentially. This is just what I've heard. You've never confirmed anything, but the potential of 3 additional women.
We've never confirmed that.
Warriors. You've never confirmed. That's what I said. You've never confirmed it, but you've talked a lot about the potential of, or maybe you have, but you've said, I just, never know. Like, we don't.
No wonder why Mythic Dolphin keeps pushing this, because if you are unaware that we are going to have 3 female barbarian warriors.
I know you are. Like,
okay.
I've heard you say it, so I'm not saying that you haven't said it. You said it. You said 3, like an Asian woman,
yes,
African
Native
woman,
American,
and an American woman, right? Like from the continent of the Americas. But just like, that's what I'm looking for, and it's gonna. It's like people are gonna go nuts, even if after the Kickstarter, knowing that these are 4 women characters that are available in that big buff style. Like, we can throw different armor on. They all look different, right? That was the other thing with the Zezre, right? They gave us different skin tones. Like, there's a hot I guess like untapped market for it. And the fact that you're bringing us like a completely different form factor in that gigantic buff woman, and seeing what you've already accomplished with the dudes and how posable those are, man, like it's going to catch people's attention. They're going to like, what? We didn't know this was possible. We didn't know it was a thing. Take my money, Realm Toys. So
it is crazy, because not just in the indie community, but if you take as an example, Marvel Legends, I'm gonna put you that example right out. The Squadron Supreme Power Princess is sold out everywhere, and everybody wants that figure. That figure right now is like over $70, $80 on the secondary market, and it's a brand new figure. And she was sold out everywhere, Amazon, BBTS, everywhere. You can't find her. Right there. Yep. That's a figure from a big company. It's a warrior princess, like strong, muscular, that sold out immediately.
Yep,
absolutely.
And it's because it's a female that's out of the norm. You don't. What these big companies are like, it's like comic books. They think we want to see, or the people who are collecting want to see the women all scantily and skinny and no muscles and just big curves where we think we think that they need to be, right? I mean, I want a freaking buff ass woman. I want a woman who can go toe to toe with the Hulk. I want a woman that can go toe to toe with some freaking Conan Barbarian. I mean, Red Sonja, she needs to be buff, man. She's the epitome of the comic book type look of not muscular at all, but she can like somehow amazingly kick everybody's ass. How is that even possible? She's got no muscles to show for it.
Yeah, there's a lot to say about that. I mean, even Diana, right? Wonder Woman herself, right? She's changed appearances multiple times depending on the artist. So it's interesting how that evolves. I did want to highlight Kato.
Yes,
that's a
my brother.
That was for Kato. Here you go, Kato.
Tomorrow we're gonna be live with these 2 guys right here.
I can't wait to finally talk to Kato. Yeah, I missed last time, so
that's right. You were there.
I like this.
And Kato, thank you for the $5 super sticker, my friend. And of course, I'm here for the nipple talk. Thank you, Kato.
Nipple talk.
Who isn't?
Warrior MTL, thank you for the $7 super sticker. Hi, is it possible to make a wooden club or cudgel or a figurine like Mighty Mightor?
We definitely love Mighty Mightor.
Don't tell me that, please.
We're big fans of all of those characters back then that we'd love to do homages to, but Right now, there won't be a club or cudgel right in this Kickstarter, but who knows, in a weapons pack or a whole character, we might make an homage to Mighty
Thor.
Yeah. And if we did My Tour, we'd have to do him right, probably with like a cloth goods cape, even though his cape is short, I think, on the My Tour.
Let's get a shorter cape.
Yeah, short cape.
Get that mask.
It's part of the mask.
Yeah, and the
We'd
horns.
probably still put a wiring in that. There's no way Jason wouldn't let me like.
Hell no.
Do less than that.
Here she is, the mythic dolphin herself.
Mythic dolphin.
Dolphin.
Mega J Retro. Athena's
Are dolphins mythic though? Oh, that dolphin is mythic.
Absolutely. There are 3 female barbarians beyond her, and then the primal realm figure beyond that. Yes, but it's not really listed. See, the thing is that people who are just coming into it don't realize that, because beyond Athena, there's not much more information. So,
and why isn't there more information? What are the people who are running this Kickstarter doing by not showing any of these tiers? What are they thinking? What are they thinking?
Running a Kickstarter is hard. Okay, updates are hard, right? So,
and also we have art for Lion Lord, but it's not. It doesn't show how he would actually look. We've changed some things, and instead of, and we don't have any artwork to show the female figures. I'm like trying to work on stuff, and other artists are, but you know, we're also like doing a whole bunch of other stuff, trying to catch up. You know, it's just us trying, and so we're going to try and have something before the end of this for the female characters, the barbarian warriors, because there has to be representation for that. That's an absolute valid point. And Lion Lord, we need to have something up, and then also the primal figures. So we are working on that. I've taken off work for the rest of this week because I am a blue collar worker. Sometimes I'm working when I don't have the time to do a lot of this stuff. So please forgive me.
We are, brother. We are.
Yeah. We're older.
I think that's what people need to understand, is that this is like a true crowdfunding Kickstarter like experience. Kickstarter started with indie stuff, whether it's indie art, that's what this is. I know there's some other figures for like medieval something, or rather, by some toy companies who are using Kickstarter, and like, you know, Medieval Spawn McFarlane is on Kickstarter. We know that that's a thing, but like, let's be real, that's not these guys. This is a tiny group of folks with a dream, with an idea. If you've been paying attention to their sort of like journey on this, there've been iterations of the body. So there's a lot going on, so that when people are like, hey, why isn't this up? Why isn't this out? Understand, like, it's a small group of people, and Jay can attest to this, like, Kickstarter is not the best user experience. It's not the most efficient. Even posting updates, I can tell you, every Wednesday, it's a pain in the, it's just an update, people. It's not easy. So,
I just figured out today, when I would do updates, it would show like comments, and I was like, how can I see these? And I didn't realize that when I have to
click through.
Yeah. When I looked at all comments, it was a part of it. I kept thinking like, oh shit, I'm missing out on all these people responding to that.
Yes. So all that to say, like, let me just maybe we could go back a little bit and talk about, well, there's 3 days, and there's this whole other piece that I just throw out there. Maybe you can address after. What happens after the 3 days, the conversation around backer kit and stuff. Let's make sure that that's out there too, so that people are aware of the options.
Yeah,
and
people are asking that same question. I mean, the Mythic Dolphin at Grim Spectre, when Athena unlocks, will the other 3 female barbarian warriors be available to add on then also at the same time?
I answered her in the chat.
Yeah, he answered. Yep.
But let me answer for everybody. Because of the head sculpts, we're doing 3 different head sculpts. The female barbarian warriors are going to have a different
chest wrap.
Thank you, chest wrap and loincloth.
Yep.
And we're thinking about, instead of doing fur like the guys, doing what is it called?
Like leather.
Like leather. Thank you.
Like leather. Yeah.
Yeah, like
animal skin. Yeah.
Like a hide.
Like a hide. Yes. Exactly.
Yeah.
Hide.
And we want to give them different weapons as well. You know, we don't want to recycle the old weapons. So that's probably going to cost us some tooling.
Yep.
We're gonna just say 15,000. So the female barbarian warriors are going to be 15,000 because we don't want to make it out of reach. So
Yeah.
we're going to say 15,000, and that pretty much only covers tooling. That's not even going to cover minimum order quantity, but we're pretty sure, you know, once we unlock that, it's going to more than make up for everything. So
yeah, and you know what? I do have to say. First of all, I want to say hi to Machu Toy. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you, Machu. Always great to see you. And I want to say, oh my gosh, guys, look who it is! The man, the myth, the legend. Sculpt Fiber Tommy is in the chat. Everybody, holy crap! What's going on, Tommy?
What's happening, man?
Congrats, guys! Very cool figures. I got my order a split on Kickstarter and Big Red Toy Store. Oh my gosh!
Yes, nice.
Can we call that the Mondo connection? Is where I think we'll stay away for that for tonight. But thanks, Tommy. Really appreciate it. Always great to see Sculpt Fiber Tommy in the chat. And congratulations, Tommy, on Thundercats and all the great work you're doing. Especially, I think he also was worked on Poison Ivy, which just got really updated today. So
yeah, today,
again,
yeah.
Huge shout out.
We have nipples,
Tommy. Tommy, inquiring minds want to know: Does Ivy have nipples?
If you want to sell them, put nipples on them.
We want to know, Tommy. Huge shout out to Dallas James.
Oh yeah,
super sticker. Thank you, my friend.
What's up, Dallas?
This Kickstarter is 100% pure, uncut, straight out of Colombia, unadulterated, dope.
We say no.
Customization opportunities are nuts. Congrats! Can't wait to see General Grimskull in figure form.
Absolutely.
Thank you, my friend.
We can't wait either. We're working on them right now, literally as we speak. So
interesting that you went with a cocaine reference. Oh, sorry, over a steroid reference, but okay. Sorry, Jay. I don't know how YouTube handles that.
James makes the best YouTube, Instagram videos.
Thank you, Dallas. Really appreciate that.
Dallas,
just we want to know. Come on, Tommy, we want to know. Come on, let us give us an insight, brother. Give us an insight. We just is that even when you're sculpting these things, Tommy? Is that a consideration? Like let us know what goes through your head. We would love to know. Mythic Dolphin, Brutal Rams. So for the stuff beyond Athena, just to make sure that the art you show is labeled work in progress, not final. Details may change. People will understand. So females past Athena, 165K. Got it.
I think she meant 265.
Yeah, 265. Yeah, 265.
That's definitely the plan, but we still need work to show in progress. So bear with us while we work on the work, so we can then show the in progress as well.
Absolutely.
I know it's hard to understand why we don't have these things ready, but if you understand, we added the female character at the very last minute. We're all trying to catch up. We changed our body at the very last minute. We have this meteoric rise to success at the very last minute. I don't have much money to pay our artists. So, you know, we were kind of taking our time with things, and then, you know, I'm sorry, guys.
You really should not have to apologize. Yeah, this is
I think there's a valid point. I'm fine.
Yeah,
with that.
it's about explaining to folks, and hopefully they understand. Like, because it's not for the lack of trying. There's all sorts of beautiful work happening, and so yeah.
Well, even our artists, they have other, you know, they're not just dedicated to us, right? Our 2D artist, Desar, he's working on his comic book right now, and he's like, I'll get to you guys when I can, and we're not going to change our 2D sketches right mid when he's producing these awesome freaking images, you know, the neutral poses and then the dynamic poses. I mean, he goes all out, and we love his work. We're definitely not changing that. So
Ken is also a busy guy, you know.
Ken.
Not everyone can be like Ken. Ken is produced like crazy, but he still needs something to build on in order to create. So
let me ask this, and I don't know if this is like too far ahead, but we are looking at 3 days, right? And absolutely, people are going to keep backing, help push this like over the edge, so that we guarantee past Athena, additional women. At 265. But so I guess, have you paid much thought to you are going to have a backer kit, right?
Absolutely.
Is there a thought So what we did with the AWOC thing is that we kept calculating right after, because there's more money coming in. People make adjustments to their orders and they add on more items. Is there the potential, if there's enough orders and then maybe even more orders coming in from BBTS, that you'll calculate them and sort of make a call like, hey, we hit it. Okay. So like let folks need to understand that we're gonna, if for some reason you see like in 3 days, like we didn't hit it, just keep going, talk to people, go to BBTS, keep ordering, because
they'll keep sending us money. You keep ordering from BBTS, they'll keep sending us money. That'll keep funding the Kickstarter.
Yeah, so, Andrew Davis, he says he's trying to squeeze a couple more coins out. But I mean, if you want to wait,
hey, Andy Davis,
and put that money into Big Bad Toy Store, you won't get charged at all. Not until they get product in hand and ready to ship to you.
I think Andy realizes that the Kickstarter helps us more.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I think that's the thing to realize, because that same thing happened with us. Mamba, which was sort of like towards the end, wasn't unlocked when the Kickstarter ended. We kept track of the numbers. We looked at really how much, or should say, there was a bean counting and a calculation of like how much could we actually, based on the orders coming in, at what point could we actually say, you know what, let's just go and move forward with Mamba. And it happened. So you all have to do that calculation. Unfortunately, Backer Kit calculates things very differently. And so you should talk to all the people out there who have had experience that might give you some insights into how to set that up. Because if you thought Kickstarter was fun, where do you see Backer Kit?
I can't wait. Oh, Brick, you always make my day.
We got a lot of great comments in the chat right now. So let's go through a few of them here. Sidrus, speaking of Zezre, my brutal guys are going with those Minotaurs.
Yeah, those Minotaurs are on a whole nother level. Those things are
they're amazing.
Did you get the Red Rhino?
Yeah,
I did not. I did not.
Yeah. He's on sale for $70 right now.
Gotta kind of create some boundaries and limits.
The
little Rem figures to get.
Lion, the exclusive Lion that is coming is insane.
Oh man, I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen that.
Check on my Instagram. I have pictures of. Actually, Cesare give me some like exclusive pictures to post.
Nice,
as they should.
They're insane, dude.
Yeah. Oh my god, I gotta take a look.
The Toy Box says, "Look at us funding a Kickstarter. This is amazing, right? Absolutely."
Can I just say on that Zezre tip, like I really appreciate that approach, because that's how I collect. Yeah, I'm going to throw the Zezre up against my Mezco Conan, and AWOC is going to get involved in the fight. And like really, that's, I think, a great way to look at these indie toys. Yes, it's new IP. People are creating things that in many ways can slot in and work with each other. So, think about that. If you're like, I don't want to start a new toy line with Brutal Realm, well, like, but maybe you need a couple big buff guys, like, to go up against your other figures, whether that's Masters of the Universe, Masterverse, AWOC, Savage Crucible, like they all work together. Mythic Legions, they do. Trust me, over there. So,
No Chewing is in the house. What's going on? No Chewing.
Hey.
Always great to see No Chewing, guys. Definitely check No Chewing out on Instagram.
I think Emerald Knight is also there. Pablo, my friend Pablo from Panama.
Yeah, Pablo Gonzalez.
Hola, Pablo.
Emerald Knight is in the house. What's going on, Emerald?
John. What's up, John?
How's it going, John? John says, I backed I backed everything in the first wave. That is amazing. Thank you, John. You're incredible.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
The Toy Box. Can we just talk about how epic it is that this backed while somewhat competing with SDCC, which funds at a HasLab? That's crazy.
Yep,
that is amazing.
We made zero money during SDCC. As a matter of fact, we lost like $1,000 or $2,000.
It was like $1,200.
Yeah, so it went back that whole week.
It was stale. Yeah.
And the first week we did 35,000, so we were feeling good.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, maybe we'll do half that or a third of that the next week. And then, I was doing the math. And that's when I really started getting worried, is SDCC. And then the next week, like that Monday after the weekend, things started moving again, and we got some render. We also changed tactics on our renders because we were having our designer work on Athena, and we had other people working on the renders, and that didn't work out. So we had to switch because the renders are so important to show what we're offering. So he's working on that, which is why we got Ogun today. And I apologize for the oversaturated colors. I got a little too crazy with the filter. So I'll be posting better pics tomorrow. But
it's so good.
But anyway, yeah. So we were worried, but things started getting better. Around 60,000, I was doing the math, and I was like, we're probably just going to fund, because I thought BBTS was going to give us around 30, and then we do around 10,000 every week, and then like 35 the last 3 days, and then we got BBTS numbers, and everything changed.
Yeah, exactly. And actually, I remember I was a bit concerned at the time when you got that information, and my concern was that if you announce the numbers and they don't actually show up on the Kickstarter, that could have an opposite effect where people just start like waiting. But then it didn't matter because BBTS inserted those numbers, and boom, everybody went absolutely like crazy. So I'm so happy that all worked out the way.
And they worked hard to show those numbers that night. As soon as we told them, responded back, please send them, they had to do some extra stuff that they shouldn't have had to do. I think it's either Kickstarter's fault or our fault.
Kickstarter limit.
Yeah, Kickstarter limit.
Oh, Kickstarter limit. Yeah,
an account. Only one account, I think it's like per day, can only add 10K to as a pledge. So they had like 4 different accounts go and pledge. Six that day pledge for 10K.
Insane. Pure insanity.
And they kept working on it. So actually they might be able to everyone keep checking Big Bad Toy Store. They might be able to upload General Grimskull up tonight. Sometimes they work late.
People were asking about that.
We had some last minute things that we had to work on in terms of the thing, and so it should be up soon. So don't worry, it'll be there.
Syndress, so many unlocks now, and I want them all, but I can't get them all.
I understand. I can't afford any of my toys.
Is there any indication?
I got you, man.
How long Big Bad Toy Store will continue to take orders after the campaign? Have they decided
what'll happen is us going to the factory? There has to be a cutoff for us to go in the factory with a number. We might have to split that up into 2 numbers. I don't want that to be because I don't want people to have to pay extra for shipping. That is definitely not something we want to do. It depends on how many orders we get. Big Bad Toy Store's shipment will probably be separate. This way, we can fulfill Kickstarter orders first. But Big Bad Toy Store, of course, not too far behind that, because we want everyone to get their toys at the same time so they can pay as little as possible for shipping. Mm-hmm. So there will be a cutoff in terms of factory numbers. And then once the factory tells us that they can open up for another run, we'll open pre-orders up again. So right now, we can go crazy with it because we're not finished with our the models and everything, and we're not factory ready, and we're still, of course, in the Kickstarter. So right now it's fine. Probably end of September, probably still be fine. And then hopefully in October, we'll be getting to like giving the factory files.
The numbers,
Yep. So RoboGeek 1973 says, sadly, I can only afford one, so Ogun wins because of his sexy green look.
Let's go.
And I will say this though, RoboGeek, thank goodness, because I will say this, okay, and I've said this. I'm so glad you were able to get Ogun, incredible choice. But I will say this, that think about that in terms of what you're able to get for $36. I mean, I've been when I did my review with the help of Jason, I said to myself, because I saw the articulation and some of the things that were happening there, and I was like, this is insane. When you think about the level of articulation, the level of intricacy, the level of sculpting that's involved in each of these characters, you would expect something like this from an $80 figure, SH Figure Arts, Mezco, or what's it called? Medicom,
Medicom.
Mayfex, right? That's who you first come to mind. The Japanese type of aesthetic, that kind of stuff. But these two guys are offering a $35 price point on something which is big, huge. Like we've seen those comparison shots. They're just a little bit lower than like a 7-inch figure, but just around the size of what you would expect from
Motu Classics.
Marvel Legends, Marvel Legends,
Motu Classics.
Motu Classics, right? So this is incredible, right? The price point alone, starting at anywhere from $28 all the way to $46. How can you not want to dive into this? And again, this is incredible, allowing for someone like RoboGeek, who has a very tight budget, like many of us, right, to be able to at least afford the one he wants, right? Like, that is amazing, and I applaud the effort by that, because as Brick and I know, what you guys are doing is impossible. Like the tooling costs alone, like, this is insane.
It's crazy.
And the truth of the matter is, and I'm going to spill some tea right here. The truth of the matter is, if these figures were at $50 a pop, they would have reached this number a long time ago. Okay, the reality is they've been fighting tooth and nail at $28 to $46, and 46 wasn't even 46 actually is not even in the equation until today.
Yeah.
Today, 46 came into the equation. Up until that point, you could only get 36 as get you as high as possible, right? Absolute bonkers, and congratulations to both of you guys. This is me just like on my soapbox right now, because that's
Thanks,
great.
man.
That is
Appreciate
absolutely
that.
insane.
Thank you. We're trying. We believe in the community. I think everyone who's backing us right now really believes in us, and I think so many people are going to join the game later once the figures get in people's hands, and incredible photographers, like so many people in the chat, start taking awesome photos with it, and everyone's like, oh, I should have, and they go on Big Bad Toy Store or go on our website trying to buy it, and hopefully we'll have them available, or some sort of a new version, or what's it called, variant. I believe in the community. I believe if we make a good action figure that's an affordable price, it'll make up for it, and we don't have to ask for tooth and nail for this figure. I mean, I want something that everyone can collect as many as they want. Unfortunately, RoboGeek can only buy one right now. I understand that very much. And hopefully when he can buy more, they'll be available, and so he can build his entire collection.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and people are like, hey, listen, people can go to BBTS. BBTS is, the route for a lot of people, including like a bunch of my friends. If you can buy them all, hey, support the Kickstarter maybe with 1 figure, 2 figures, and then the rest you can pre-order to BBTS. You don't need to pay right away. You pay it maybe in a year, or when you get the figures out. So you don't need to worry about putting anything down or anything. And you may figure it out during all that time how to pay. Hey, save some money, do this and that. And that's the beauty about BBTS. That's one of the tools that I will say is like one of the best tools for Kickstarters, is like that route, BBTS, because a lot of my friends, they went to BBTS because they're like, dude, I can't do the Kickstarter right now, but I can go to BBTS. Actually, I'm getting all the main characters, but I'm ordering the actual barbarian, like the army builders. I'm buying them through BBTS, so
whatever you have to do.
Yeah, it's
you definitely do what you got to do, but could you break down where the sort of like price point differences are? Like accessories, $5 accessories, is that the same on BBTS? Like what are folks looking at?
Yeah, so the Barbarian Warriors, which are on BBTS, are $36. When you calculate their $4 flat shipping, I think it'll probably even out to be the same, because $4 is ridiculous for shipping.
Yeah, awesome.
Unfortunately, the accessory packs for $5 that we're offering on Kickstarter, I hope everyone realizes I was out of my mind when I set that price.
Those are heavily subsidized.
Yeah, I know.
and we are not making any money off that. Hopefully, we're not losing any money off it. But yeah, hopefully people realize that. And if we were to put it on Big Bad Toy Store, they'd be like $20. So you know, we're just gonna leave it on our page. So there's a reason. There's another incentive. You know, we love Big Bad Toy Store.
Yep.
So.
That's where I was going with that. Is like understand that there are some bargains to be had, and then that there are some sort of pieces that are unique and exclusive at this moment to the Kickstarter, like the $5 accessory packs that come in different colors: gold, silver, black. What am I missing? I'm missing a color. But bronze.
Yeah.
And like, you know, you can customize these things in that way. So just keep that in mind, that maybe you're like, well, I got one figure, but hey, maybe I should start getting some of these accessory packs at this price point, because it's wild. And at the end of the day, like I try to explain to folks with a Kickstarter thing, it's not like a normal, it's not just a pre-order process. It's different. Like I want folks to understand that if those of us who backed the Kickstarter, as well as BBTS, because they're essentially a backer, without that, these toys would not be made right now. They just wouldn't. So you got to recognize like this, you're a backer, you're an investor in these guys' like toy line and the future of it. Like we're coming together to make sure that these things get made, that it's going to exist, so that more people, that's the idea, is like more people after us are going to be like, whoa, I had no idea these things were around, and they're going to see the reviews pop up and they're going to go like, what is this Brutal Realm thing? I had no idea, because we might like to think that we're able to hit everybody, but we're not.
Yeah.
And ultimately that's the beauty of like a BBTS getting involved, is because it's a tricky thing, right? Where and to some people it might be like, well, is the BBTS sort of working against the Kickstarter? Are they working hand in hand? And for you guys at this point where it's like 100% brand new, the exposure of a BBTS is super valuable. So shout out to BBTS, not just for like throwing down the money, but like they're essentially a platform that reaches people that maybe don't watch Mega J and definitely don't watch me. But like,
hey, why aren't more people watching you?
Like, just do it, but just
Who
BBTS is
Mega J, dude.
Everyone watches
BBTS is huge. Their reach is huge. The second they put that thing on the front page, people are like, what? Like, what is this a thing? And so I don't know. I guess I just wanted to kind of put some things into perspective, like, and shout out to all the backers and BBTS, because truly without us like believing in this thing and wanting to get in early, that's also my shout out to like, be patient, because it's a longer process than maybe some of your standard pre-orders, because that's just the reality. We're investors. They're going to take our money. They're going to make these things happen. And then we're going to get the beautiful reward of these awesome toys and for helping this dope
before toy line exist.
Okay.
Before this time, we got Vonner on our team. These toys are coming out before this time next year.
Sure. Yes.
So everyone get ready.
Absolutely.
But before we know it, we're going to have these figures in our hands.
I got a question, James.
Yes,
talking about Athena, right? Like, I want to know, or if we can know a little bit about the articulation on those like female bodies. Like, what can we expect on that female body?
Jason, what we can expect on the female body is the same as the male bodies. Same articulation. Same exact articulation.
Men and women are equal.
That's right.
Okay.
Except when it comes to sports.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Just
kidding. Just kidding.
Just alienated half the audience.
So it's gonna be pretty much the same like setup of articulation on the figure, pretty much.
Absolutely the same.
Yes.
The same.
Awesome.
Yeah. We don't. She has the body proportions. There's no reason why we should cut. Why do they cut articulation for some of these? Like the Amazon Warrior Princess. She's the same thickness as Iron Fist, essentially. Definitely the same as Iron Fist. So like, why doesn't she have? And then there's Black Widow has a whole bunch. But for this was their moment right here, and I wish they did a great job, but they could have done a little bit.
Yeah, I think if they put the articulation they put on Warbird,
Yeah.
she
The
will be a hit.
Warbird smaller, and she
Yeah.
has more articulation.
Yeah.
We're not shying away from articulation. Our female buck is going to have the ball waist, the diaphragm, butterfly joints, double jointed elbows, double jointed knees,
Upper
shin
upper thigh swivel.
thigh
Double joint on knees. The
hinge,
upper shin swivel. Yep.
vertical hinge
Vertical
for the
hinge.
weapon head.
Beautiful.
And
Beautiful.
let's talk about the female barbarian warriors. Obviously, the same articulation, the same body. When it comes to their design, for the Native American, we're doing the classic, braid, double braid down for the Native American. For the African goddess, Nubian princess, we're creating. We're thinking of just some beautiful wild hair. Some for the Asian. We're also,
Okay.
what's that? Yeah,
No, I was
natural.
just
I
gonna
love
say a
natural.
blown out natural. Yeah. Love it.
I love
it.
natural. But and then
That's the other stream, James. That's the
Yeah.
other stream.
and then the Asian princess. We're also thinking kind of like a, I think like a Mulan style hairstyle. Maybe I'm not sure. We're still like working on things, but they're all going to be pretty. They're all going to be dope, and we're going to try. We're going to give them all different weapons too, because it's. I see people keep talking about these bare feet. We gave the male barbarian warriors bare feet. So I mean, for those of you that are in the streets,
there's no difference between the male and the female.
You know why they're asking? It's because at one point the Athena illustration had two little bare feet. So I think people were going, "Oh my god!"
Oh, that's because I'm not good with Photoshop, and I couldn't get the feet to look, the armored feet to be on there, so I just left it bare. But we'll have bare feet for. She has so many accessories. Unfortunately, we probably gonna have to not give her bare feet, but the other characters will have bare feet, and so maybe we'll have
real
a
quick
bare
on the women, since we're focused on that hair. We're talking straight hair versus like clips or anything. It's just gonna be hair. Does that make sense?
Yeah, the Asian woman, the Asian princess might have like a bun.
Sure. But their hair, not like
a little bit in the
headdress or helmet, or not like Athena, right?
No. Athena is the only one that comes with a helmet. Yeah.
Cool.
So
awesome.
And,
man. That's
and
great.
Athena's helmet isn't removable because it would mess up. The hair wouldn't look right, or the helmet would be too big.
Sure.
So it's going to be on there, but it's going to have that hinge. So you kind of get two things out of one.
Yeah, and for the ones who have like long hair, you're gonna have, of course, like a very like soft type of. That's what you
always. Jason is obsessed with us getting the softest plastic possible for the
OCD,
hair. Like this isn't soft enough for us.
Yeah, exactly.
I was gonna say so. Jason, can you give us a sense of what figures, like examples that you really like, kind of materials that you really like for the softer kind of plastic hair?
An example would be a third party like Mithril Studios. Their orcs, their hair is super freaking soft.
Yeah.
Okay. Huge shout out to RoboGeek 1973. Hit that like button, folks. Yeah, guys. If if you guys could definitely hit that like button. It helps out the algorithms so that we can get more people watching this stream, because we really want to push for Athena and of course the Shadow Warriors. And I'm just gonna if you want to bring that back up, Brick.
Just to concretely, this is the mithril action that they're referring to. This beard totally just moves out of the way, but then it's solid up here.
Yep.
And then same with this. And since you're talking, I don't know if you got ponytails, but this one actually swivels to get out of the way. Additionally,
the Great Khan has a ponytail, and his will be on a ball socket, so it can move around. But it'll also be soft hair, and the hair is a separate sculpt than the head sculpt itself. So it'll be glued onto the head itself.
I like
these guys know what they're doing. They've done their research.
I like the loincloth they use on the Frazetta Icons Dark Wolf. that loincloth is really soft material and it doesn't get in the way. Even it's like a long
Yeah, I've seen
loincloth,
it.
but it's soft.
Oh
you
yeah,
see?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Eamon did a
Yes.
great job with that figure in that line.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah,
figure
great.
is awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is really great.
He's
This
really
is
great.
great.
Yeah. That's
All
a
right,
great
I'm gonna
list,
do
folks.
some quick fire comments here because there are a lot of great comments, and I just want to go through a few of them. Emerald Knight Photo, Athena. Yes, we are aiming for Athena, John. We're gonna get her. Kato, Athena by noon tomorrow. Oh God, that would be awesome. That would be
Where there's a Kato, there's a way.
that would be incredible. Sindris, if you add the Athena feet pack, we'll unlock her by tonight.
Man, I thought I was in the feet. Good Lord.
Just Mohan, the Brutal Realm guys are working just as hard as the AWOC team with these streams. That's crazy, man. Yes, absolutely.
We're trying.
I totally agree.
They're better than us, but we're trying.
We
Okay.
love you, Jason.
Yeah, Sid just
And
keeps,
Adam.
yeah,
A little bit.
absolutely. Sid just keeps asking about the Minotaurs. Are anthropomorphic characters still in the works somewhere? Like, is that a
Absolutely.
possibility?
Absolutely.
There you go.
Yeah. We're going to create everything, guys. You just keep giving us money. We're going to keep creating.
And giving us great ideas too.
The realms, plural, are
realms,
vast
plural.
and epic. So
Primal, Robo, Armored,
Yep.
Space.
Horror.
Whew.
Yeah.
Thanos Copter, did Athena open while I was at work? Yes, apparently. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, wow.
We're gonna open her very, very soon, Thanos. 100%. As long as the people keep backing.
It's going to happen.
Where
Yeah.
are
Nipples
we
and
right
feet.
now? Where are
Nipples
we
and
right
feet.
now?
Okay. Here.
Two
Oh
away.
yeah. You know what? Let's go ahead and take a quick look at where we are right now. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just gonna go back.
It's
Bringing it up for everybody to see. Here we go. We are currently sitting at $208,088.
No, it's up. It's more than that.
And it just climbed again.
There it is.
goes. So we are now at $208,333 on 725 backers. Thank you guys. You guys are freaking awesome.
When we wake up tomorrow, the Shadar are going to be unlocked. It's going to be great.
3 days left to go, guys. There's plenty of time. And as we know, that last day spike can be huge. So huge shout out to everybody who's made this happen. You guys are freaking amazing. Thank you guys.
300,000. 300,000.
Absolutely.
I'm hoping
300,000.
so.
We get to 300,000. We're going to have, we'll have Lion Lord. Yeah.
That'll be sweet. And are you going to update the page with the additional goddesses and all the new?
I'm not even going to go to sleep tonight, guys. I'm going to, as soon as we get off this one, we're going on Geek Men. As soon as we get off there, I'm going to
something like this.
Yeah, I'm going to email BBTS with the Shadar because I'm sure they'll be ready by then. And then I'm going to do some photoshopping and try to create some artwork to represent the females and Lion Lord and the primal figures.
Sindris, if we hit over 250,000 after the Kickstarter ends via BBTS, etc., will that still count?
Yes.
Excellent.
As long as we get the money to make the figures, we'll make the figures. Yeah. Everyone understand that.
Imagine Jay with that Lion Lord.
Oh, so good.
Hey, real quick, let's make a commitment, folks. Here, let's organize ourselves. You're gonna stay up, I heard, and you're gonna upload some stuff, and you're gonna post them on Instagram, right?
Yes. I was gonna do it on Kickstarter, but sure.
Kickstarter or whatever. So, like everybody who's on here, like our goal is to copy that thing, repost it, put it on our Instagram. Because we've got 3 days. We got to make sure, like,
2 days.
Hey, it's only 2 days. Yeah, it's only 2 more days, but like make a big noise. Like, look what they added. Oh my God.
Collab with me, collab with Brick, collab with Carlos.
We'll
get it out there. We'll get it out there. 100%.
I mean, you always send me stuff, so let's collab with everybody.
Yep. Thanos, are you guys doing a backer kit? And if so, will things continue to unlock in the backer kit? That's an interesting question.
Yes.
Oh, awesome.
Once again, if we make the money after the Kickstarter ends, we want to create all this. So as long as we continue to, no one backs out or cancels, and we make more money, we hit these goals, it will be unlocked. AWOC set the precedent for that, and I think maybe someone else did, but nothing's going to stop
these guys. These guys kept
I can tell you
adding
that's
things
right.
towards the end. But
everybody,
that's the thing. Just
everybody.
make sure, as I think Andrew Davis pointed out later, but it has to be made in Kickstarter so that it's something that gets then ported over and carries over to back
Yep.
Exactly.
as a tier.
Motu Prince is super excited. Thank you, my friend. Junior, I got the Chief. Thanks to everyone, and now I'm going to get General Grimskull. Excellent, my friend. Pablo. So far, knowing there's still lots of activities that you need to conclude. What's the biggest lesson so far, and what will you do different in if there's a second campaign?
You go, Jason.
Pass the buck.
So I can build off of that. And
Okay, yeah. The biggest lesson is making sure, like, if you're doing a Kickstarter, make sure you have all of your work, like your 2D sketches, your 3D renders, your gray prototypes and painted prototypes, all ready for Kickstarter, so you're not like playing catch up on the back end. So when it funds and you have like other tiers like we're stuck in right now, we have our Primal Realm that's not even on a Kickstarter that we're offering as unlockables after Athena and the Barbarian Warriors 3. I mean, we don't have work for them because we just don't have it. So the biggest lesson is making sure everything is ready and you have photos of everything, and you have you have reviews from well-established YouTubers and action figure reviewers, making sure that that's out there, the word is out there. You have a lot of people following you on any social media, so making sure that everything is all your ducks in a row.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, I don't know how to add that. I just, hindsight's 2020. I'm glad we launched it when we did. Now, our whole thinking on this, even though it was SDCC, even though there was a HasLab, even though we had no clue McFarlane was gonna get on Kickstarter, but we thought there would be a Marvel Legends one in September. We thought if we can learn so much right now. If it gets funded, we thought we'd just get funded, and then we could start making the toys now. This way, we wouldn't have to wait until there was that clear moment where no one else was doing a Kickstarter, probably in February or something. And if we launch now and it failed, or we just funded, we have until February to launch again, or do a second Kickstarter for the remainder of the figures. So either way, we thought it would work out, and thankfully it's done better than worked out. And that's a huge part to each and every one of you. I really, truly, Jason, I truly mean this.
Yeah.
So
I think that both of you already answered Doc O's question, so I just wanted to highlight that.
Yeah. Every character that's unlocked, whatever their skin tone is, will make it available for the blank body. So the blank body, the $28 figure that you can customize, will make that. But for the basic barbarians, the ones that have 3 different head sculpts, those are the locked in skin tones for them.
Yeah. But you have to be in the Kickstarter to have access to the backer kit, right? And if I'm not mistaken, Kickstarter is a 7-day grace period, and your initial payment doesn't go through. That's not entirely true, Andrew. If you do, if they have a pre-order site, anybody can order. We're still selling figures for Flipor through the pre-order site. So if you weren't initially in the Kickstarter, you can continue to buy figures through the pre-order site. But again, I'm not the one running Brutal Realms, but that's how we're doing it for
depends on how you have it set up and what you want to do.
Exactly. So it depends on what Jason and James decide to do. Do you have any insight, guys? Are you going to open up a pre-order store with everyone, allow like anybody outside the Kickstarter to keep ordering, or is it just going to be
our thought is once we get the funding from Kickstarter, that'll give us the money to do our own website and create a store based on how much profit we make, which our profit margins, if we're going to be honest, are pretty thin. But Big Bad Toy Store is such a great partner with us. That might go on for a bit before we put that energy into that, especially since we've got so much catching up to do, and our real focus is making sure the action figures are best. We've done so well. We're so happy So we might take that as a back seat, and BTS be your go-to for pre-orders. And there might be another avenue as well after the Kickstarter ends for people to get action figures, but we haven't quite locked that in yet.
Okay, so you're not considering backer kit at all?
Oh, yes, we are. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Did I mess up what I was saying? Yes. Backer kit, you can change your order and order more. Is that?
Yeah, because again, so
Sorry.
with backer kit, you can also open a pre-order store so that people who didn't get in on the Kickstarter can still order. I think that was the actual question.
Oh,
Yeah, that
oh
was the
yes,
question.
sure, absolutely. And any way you want to keep giving us money, absolutely. Sorry.
This one I think was right in line with what Brick was saying. Brutal Realms would definitely be fighting my memory orc toys, 100%. Like this is the beautiful thing about collecting, and
Make
it's
sure
like,
you send Jason those pictures. He loves.
Please, yes, orcs.
It's like when we were kids, man. Like no toy was left alone, man.
What do
That's
you
right,
mean,
man.
when we were kids.
Yeah, we're still kids. What are you talking about? Oh, this one's interesting. Kato's collection. Can we get a tier for our redneck barbarian? I need representation.
We've got a red-haired barbarian. That's the same thing.
I mean, I was just gonna say, aren't there like old wrestling figures? Like, aren't there old like Hillbilly Jims, Hacksaw Jim Duggins, and
Hacksaw Jim
Bushwhackers?
Jim Duggins, man.
Hey, I
That
live
you
in
can maybe
Atlanta.
just get creative with.
The
No, I mean,
the
and I know
boogie man.
Kato's totally joking, but
Yeah.
if I could flip that real quick, being a flip myself, the beauty of seeing, and this is why I reached out to these guys real early on. I was like, yo, the fact that you've got Ogun, like you are reaching deep into the culture and mythology in the continent of Africa. You had Chief Mato, you had Khan. I was like, whoa, that's amazing. And like Uruk, so like the Sumerian. And like at the end of the day, like these are characters that often we just don't have enough of. So I'm not, I know he's joking, but like there's just a straight up beauty in what you guys are doing. And honestly, like for me, it's incredibly validating to see that people love it. And like, just like with the women, it's very validating to see people, the Zezre thing too, like people actually do want these things. And, so I just want to throw that out there, what you guys are doing. And can I just say, Killian the Red, like that kind of, it was out there, but maybe like got lost in the shuffle. They added a whole new character based on like fan feedback, like thoughts about like, hey, what if you took the European barbarian, and made it more Celtic, and they created this dope like new character. And it's true, like we don't have warriors like that. So it's not even like about like, folks of color necessarily. Like, yeah, give us our like Celtic warriors and other things that we don't have enough of, especially in this like body type, the dreads in red, like that's fire, literally fire.
Matted hair. Dreads are Jamaican.
Well, sorry. Yeah, fair enough. My bad. That's a bad cultural faux pas. But no, for real, like wild, like yes, in the wild matted hair, red is bad. Bad.
No,
hey, I could do some Jamaican warriors too. Just saying.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Mythic War, Mythic Dolphin, Motu, Mythic and Costume, Cosmic Legions, Thundercat, Savage Crucible, Legendary. Armies of Ashmore and Awok are all together in the same world in my collection, Mega J.
Yeah,
exactly.
Something.
I'd love to see that collection. That's
we're on the same page, Tiffany.
Tiffany, you
get on Instagram and post it for us. Post your pictures.
Yeah.
What is Mythic Dolphin's Instagram?
She doesn't have one.
Sure she doesn't have one.
Oh,
no, she does have one. She does have one. I think she reached out to me a couple of times.
She said she didn't have one yet because she would never use it.
Yeah, we got to see it, Tiffany.
We got to see it.
This was an awesome question. Pablo says, "Will you have posters of the renders to sell at LegionCon that you can sign for customers?" That would be awesome.
Renders, or do they mean like the
full posters, like 11 by 17?
No. But
you may be
like renders or 2D
sketches.
sketches.
Ken's art.
No,
Ken's.
Like that.
Yeah, I'm thinking Desar's art and Ken's art. We want to do poster. We're already talking about like little stickers and posters and whatever Jason can find, because I'm lazy. And
like what would people rather have, stickers or posters,
or both? Can we do both?
The posters, I think, is like one of the things that people will love. If you're going to LegionsCon and like you're gonna be there, I will say posters like those are the ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think these
What
ones are what people
what
are-
size is the preferable?
Well,
I think 11 by 17 is the
yeah,
basic
exactly.
size.
That's
11 by
those.
17.
Let me show you. Let me show you. Wait a second. Let me put my camera.
Can I have some thoughts on this? I'll just say this. Go check out what common frame sizes are. I think 11 by 17 is a standard one, but that's what you want to think about. I think is like
Yeah.
go to your Michaels, figure out what's easy for people to get, and tailor to that.
Okay.
This is like a good size. See my hand
Yeah.
next to
Those
that?
are 11 by 17. Yeah.
And those are cans, Art.
Absolutely. Oh,
Oh,
man,
yeah.
look at that fake war. That's dope.
Yeah, that's
That's,
anti-Eternia
That's
He-Man.
anti-Eternia He-Man.
Yeah, this is Faker right
That's what I said. That's I know my mode 2. What are you talking about?
here.
Love
But
that
yeah,
room,
I mean-
Carlos. Love that room.
Oh my god, dude! Like this is the creation of my wife because she
Oh.
didn't like
Oh.
toys all over the house.
Oh,
So-
she said, "Get your crap out of the rest of the house."
Oh,
Here.
I would
made
love to
this-
see.
She made this toy room on the garage. She's like, okay, so this is yours. And that's
My
it.
wife is the exact opposite. She said, if you want your freaking toys in the kitchen, you put them in the kitchen.
No one is like your wife, Jason. She's an angel.
Nobody's like my wife.
Your
Except my
wife is a
girlfriend.
unicorn.
Except my girlfriend.
Your wife is a unicorn, man. That never happens. That's
I know.
She is. She's an absolute. You know what? It's funny you're saying that. It's like a premonition. I was driving home today after I picked up my daughter, and I was just thinking how lucky I am to have such a supportive wife, letting me, go hog wild with all this stuff. Using the money. It's a single family income, and I'm using a lot of my money I make from my main job to go towards building this. And I was thinking that exact. I was like, my wife
Yeah,
is a
that's
unicorn.
what it is.
She
I mean,
is a freaking unicorn.
I'm really fortunate also to have the wife I have, dude, because she always supported me with every single decision I made in my life. She always tells me to go with my dreams and stuff like that. She actually built this because not just because she wants all the toys out of the house, but because she wants to build a man cave for me.
Aw.
So
Great.
yeah, so this is
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Guys,
Yep.
we have to go in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, you got another stream.
So
Absolutely.
if there are any
So
more
What-
big questions?
Yeah,
what
I'm
I
gonna-
want to do, I want to thank every single people on the Facebook group. We have a great group of people on the Facebook, Brutal Realm collectors. Man, people are like going nuts in that group. If you want to
Yes.
have like news and stuff from Brutal Realm, all the exclusive news, all the exclusive images, and every single detail from the Kickstarter campaign, go there because these guys always put all the information there. If you don't have Instagram, just go there. Go to the Facebook group because most of the people our age have Facebook, right? So go to Brutal Realms Collectors on Facebook, and you're gonna have all the info you need there. And thank you so much to every single member for all the big support. You
Man,
are the
they're
best.
awesome. I love that group. I love
Absolutely,
that
Yeah.
group.
100%. The Toy Box, the Facebook group has been great. Let's get MFN brutal. Absolutely, 100%.
Monday, Friday, next brutal.
November.
November. Monday, Friday, November, brutal. Absolutely.
Kid Chuckle, Brutal Realm looks great. It's going to be great for drawing references. Thank you guys for including females down the line too. That's
Yeah,
important.
not just customization, but also for drawing. A great reference for drawing. Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, guys. This has been an amazing conversation with Jason and James. Thank you guys for being here tonight. Guys, can you any last words before, because I know we want to wind down a little bit.
Yeah.
Do we have 5 more minutes? Like how like when?
Yeah, we can cut it close. I can just type it in.
You know what? No,
and go straight to it. So
it's
let's-
all good.
let's
What-
get crazy. Let's get nuts.
Yeah.
No,
Let's. I'm gonna make things really bad
Ooh.
and talk about what we might do on our next wave.
Okay.
After this.
Okay.
So we definitely want to do like an Aztec god, probably Jaguar god. We want to do that. I definitely want to represent Indian, so like a Sikh or Hindu warrior. let's see, who else? Were we? Shango, which is another
Shango,
Arista out of the Yoruba culture. Jason and I have a lot more Native American. We have so many Native American characters.
It's pretty silly.
So.
Oh, don't forget Thor. Thor.
Thor. We want to do our version of Thor.
Nice.
That would be on the Brute Buck.
Look at this.
So we want to do a Brute Buck as well, and there's a lot.
Oh yeah, nice. That's a good. I love that Nordic hammer.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's just hilarious. The Brutal Realm is gonna get a Brute Buck. Like it's gonna get even bigger, folks.
That's not even.
That's not even.
We're gonna do Titan. I mean, Egyptian stuff is done to death, but maybe there will be a villain who has some Egyptian, motif to them. I think our next big villain, though, just to ruin things, and everyone tell me not to do this, but I have this idea for a conquistador that's like completely armored, and then his henchmen are also these armored like automaton conquistadors.
Wow!
What do you think about that?
That'll be sick.
Here, I'm not going to let you off the hook. We've talked about this before, and you've got Mega J, Pinoy up there,
Filipino,
and this person just mentioned Prince, who's got some Pinoy in there. We need them to stand up to those conquistadors. Just saying. Like,
did I just quote Prince?
Have some fun. Yes.
Did I just quote Prince? Excuse me.
Prince and his Ilocano grandmother. Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we can get some Arnis in there. We can definitely get some.
Send me some references, guys.
Crazy stuff.
I'll send you
for Filipino. I'm not too familiar with. I practice.
Scroll up on our threads, man, from a year ago.
That's okay.
But before you go, I know you're listening stuff, but you've got other places, and let the folks know if you have it, and I have what.
I do have my shit together this time finally.
Good job.
Yes, I'm trying, guys. I'm going to get better at this. I promise. So Geekman and the Thunder Nerds, we're going to right now. You can find, we post that on Instagram, so people can jump right over to that once this is done. Tomorrow, of course, we're going to be on Cato's Collection. I think we're going to have another great guest with us there. Total badass. And then Wednesday, we're going to be on Between Two Sentinels with our boy Machu Toy.
He's in the chat.
And then Thursday's the big day. We're trying to load up more because I'm off that day. We're trying to load up more, but so far we have Dave Wonder for our main countdown, which is going to be from 8 to 11, and we want all of you guys to jump on there. Not only the people in chat, but you guys to log in and keep us going. And then we're going to do the final countdown on Toy Migos at 11 to 12 o'clock and past.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
And don't forget, Jolanta in September, we're going to be there, and we're going to be at Legion's Con.
Yes.
Excellent, guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and let James Harkness, Brutal Realms, and Jason Soul, Grimspector. Please follow both of these guys on Instagram. And of course, guys, last check on this, because this is very, very important, guys. We need to unlock Athena, and don't forget, she unlocks. Well, the first thing we got to get to is the Shadar Warriors, right? The Shadow Army. All right, $36 each, but we need 220,000 to get these guys unlocked, and then the final, not the final jewel, but the jewel everyone does want to see with her feet open. $250,000 will unlock the Athena Warrior Goddess, and then after that, there are more tiers to show, but those will be updated because James doesn't want to get any sleep tonight. So, guys,
because I'm holding back the best thing ever.
It just went up again. Thank you so much, guys.
Yes, thank you, guys.
444, 727 backers. You guys are freaking amazing. 3 days to go, guys. Let's make this happen. 250,000. Let's unlock Athena. Let's go, everybody. Let's make this happen. Thank you, guys, once again. Huge shout out to our guests, James and Jason. We're going to let them go. We're going to have a last word with myself, Brick, and Carlos as they're gone, and we'll talk shit about these two. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to talk great about these two guys as usual when they're gone.
Now we can talk bad about that.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Guys, thank you so much. You guys are the best.
Sir.
Congratulations.
Thank
we
you
will
guys.
see you guys.
Thank you to you guys. Thank you to
Yeah,
everyone
thanks so much for
out
you
there.
guys.
Join us
Yes.
on Geek Man after they're done. Or
100%.
now, whatever.
Absolutely.
They're boring without us anyway.
Night,
We'll see-
guys.
we'll
Night,
see you guys.
guys.
Okay,
See you
Jason.
guys.
Handle it.
Bye-bye.
Handle it.
Bye.
Oh man,
Woo,
what
That
a
was
night!
crazy.
What a night! What a, like General Grimskull, like just amazing, just absolutely incredible, guys. Final thoughts. What are our predictions, guys? I mean, like I am hoping and dreaming for Athena, but Brick, first prediction. Are we gonna hit Athena? Are we gonna hit some of these other three goddesses? Like what's your thought on this?
Absolutely. If the other goddesses are 265, we're gonna hit that. If we don't, and there's always the wiggle room of backer kit, but I think we're gonna hit 265. I think there's enough momentum. I think as people have pointed out just tonight, like that is a huge carrot for this whole Kickstarter. There are a lot of people who are like just waiting and hoping that they get to Athena. So I think once they see like, oh wait, there's 3 other women and they're gonna be cheaper than the named characters, just like the other barbarians are. I think people are gonna be like, what? So yeah, I think we'll go well beyond 265. I'm not aware of exactly what their order is. We didn't quite get that out of them in terms of what else might be coming after that.
Yeah.
But there's some good stuff. And I don't want to be greedy. Like the bottom line is Brutal Realm is now a toy line that will be made, and there's just going to be future waves, even more figures later. So like, I'm just happy that we are in this place now where I can count on it. Like, you guys know, I love AWOC. Between AWOC, Savage Crucible, and this one, these are the ones, like these Kickstarters that like I've been really, really excited for. Mainly because it opens up worlds. Like I was super happy when Odious happened. That was one character. Super happy when you guys got your thing done for sure, right? Like the Neferity. And I didn't understand that was gonna be a world. Like that's exciting, but we didn't really know at the time. But this is like between Savage Crucible, AWOC, and this is like, I know this is gonna be a huge thing that I really want to throw down for, like, and just start collecting all the different things they have. So I'm excited.
Absolutely. Carlos, predictions.
Well, man, like I know by fact they're gonna hit Athena. I know, like Brick said, like I'm pretty positive we're gonna pass the 265,000. I'm guessing maybe really close to 300,000, maybe.
Nice.
I want to be really positive about it because remember you guys have experience with this, and I've seen this before with Kickstarters when people get that FOMO that they want the stuff last minute and they give that last push. So
Yep.
yeah, like Brick said, I don't want to be like overconfident with stuff, but I think we're gonna reach the goal for like releasing all those barbarian girls, like the 3 army builders. And man, I can't wait to see what's coming. I mean, because like you said, Brutal Realm is already a reality. It's gonna be a toy line. We're gonna have the figures in hand by next year. And man, the sky's the limit. Just what James and Jason said, like about the future of the line, what they aiming to, is insane. It's insane. And I think, like you said, for us that we collect pretty much everything, Mythic Legion, Savage Crucible, hey, whatever, it's gonna be a big world. Especially, I mean, for me, dude, I love photography. So photograph all those figures, do review on those figures. I'm super excited, man. And I'm all in with them since day one. So man, I'm super, super thankful with everybody who support the line, pretty much. Because it's not reality now.
I'm super excited too. I am predicting that Athena will hit. And of course, I'm really, really excited about the news that we have 3 additional goddesses on top of that. So, and if that actually just reaches just on the 265, that would be incredible. I think that would, like, we are in for a big treat if that actually goes through. So that's huge. That's huge news. And again, I'm one of those people who's saying that I don't even know how they're doing this. At $35 a pop, they're literally giving these away. I'm not even joking. They are giving these figures away. We should all be grateful and thankful that this is even a possibility, because I've never heard of such a thing. Usually, General Grimskull is like the baseline price I would expect for any of these figures, and yet they're still giving away at $36 and in some cases $28. So you know what, guys, stock up on these because this is a line that needs to be supported, in my humble opinion. Carlos, you mentioned that you're obviously you are excited about toy photography, and Brick, we're all fans of toy photography, and I can't wait to see what type of photography we're going to get with these guys. As in my review, I showed my excitement about how they were posable. You know, you could do I have the power. You know, you could do the Thundercats. Call. These things you just can't do with regular action figures. You just can't do that. And I can't wait to see what toy photographers do with these characters, with these figures, with this added articulation. It's going to be absolutely insane. On that note, because I have everybody here, and I did want to give people an opportunity. My good friend, our good friends over at at Titan Toys. If you are a toy photographer, or heck, even if you're dabbling in toy photography, you should definitely check out their latest giveaway. Not giveaway, contest. The Titan Toys Showdown. It's a photography contest. To enter the contest, you need to post a photograph on your grid and tag hashtag Titan Toys Showdown. And it's really an amazing opportunity. Hopefully, a lot of the toy photographers who've already been tagged will be joining. But basically, the way it goes down is there will be 16 slots, eight photographers per side, and they will be battling it out in a round robin style competition, which will be judged by the fans. So everybody in the community, you guys will basically be able to see this
That's
amazing photography and go and basically be able to vote on which one wins that particular round. And each round whittles down to the final, the semifinals, in which the two third place brackets will fight it out for third place, and the final will be fought between the last two contestants. So if the rules are pretty simple. The rules are pretty simple. There are no rules. You have complete freedom to create however you like, with no limitations or boundaries. Your imagination is the only guide you need. May the gods be with you as you bring your ideas to life. That is the decree of Titan Toys. I will say this though. I think that they did miss out on something. I think that AI is something I'm wondering how that's going to play into it, because I would myself personally, I would rather see original creativity from creators. So I would love to see what you guys actually come up with. So please, if I might make a request, if we could just leave AI out of it, that would be awesome. Submission deadlines are August 31st, 2024 at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 16 spots to fill, so make sure you're in the running. To enter, simply post your photos using hashtag Titan Toys Showdown. Once the selection process is complete, the Titan Toys community will have the chance to choose winners. Why is this not doing that properly? There it goes. The top 3 winners will each receive a care package tailored to their placements first, second, third. Don't miss your chance to shine. So, guys, thank you for indulging me on that, because I want everyone who's a toy photographer or has even dabbled in toy photography to have an opportunity to enter this contest, because I think it's a lot of fun, and I think that we all deserve to see some amazing photography for some amazing photographers. The toy photography community is so tight knit, and I love the creativity that comes out of it. I just put in that AI thing because I really am not a fan of AI artwork. If the original creators need to be able to create in their sandbox, so that's just my 2 cents. Guys, thank you again for being here. It's been an absolute pleasure. Brick, how can people reach you, and what are you working on, my friend?
Yeah, just check out the Brick Something channel. And I'm on Instagram as brick.something, and the side project is toy.spotting. So check those out, but really honestly go to bit.ly/getbrutal, and that'll take you right to the Kickstarter campaign for Brutal Realm, and do that instead. Send your focus there, because I want some good toys, so go there.
He's too generous for words, but guys, please check out Brick Something on YouTube. Wonderful deep dives into toy retrospectives, and of course, huge supporter. And he's not even a supporter anymore. He is part of the AWOC team. And of course, if you want to learn the history of AWOC, definitely check out Brick Something, because he does deep dives on the comic book itself. My friend Carlos, how can people reach you and what are you working on, my friend?
Well, hey, Badass Reviews on Instagram, Badass Reviews on YouTube to check all my reviews and stuff. And please support the line. Go to the Facebook group, Brutal Realm Collectors on Facebook. Go there, take a look, go to Kickstarter, check everything because this toy line is amazing.
Absolutely. And oh, what that was wrong. There it is, guys. The Brutal Realms Collectors group. Please head over there. Just type in Brutal Realm Collectors on Facebook and join the Facebook page. The community is awesome. Already 247 members, and this will just continue to grow. And of course, if you want everything up to date on Brutal Realms, Jason and James are always in there, poking in. And of course, the Badass Reviews himself made this page. So huge thanks to Carlos. Thank you, Carlos, for that. And guys, please head over there. Support Brutal Realms. And of course, guys, definitely check out the Brutal Realms campaign. It's not over. We have time. Please, please, please. Let's get Athena unlocked. $208,444, 728 backers, and it just went up again. Thank you guys. You guys
Always
are awesome.
fun to watch.
280,536. You guys are freaking awesome. 3 days left to go. We have time, guys. We have time, but not that much time. So please continue to back. And this has been awesome. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. It's always a pleasure hanging out with the toy community. I want to thank my good friends, the Badass Reviews and Brick Something for joining me, guys. And of course, everybody. It's only Monday. Holy crap! We have the rest of the week to go through, but we only have 3 days. 3 days to continue backing the Brutal Realms campaign. So, guys, please pledge what you can. And of course, even if that's the case, go to Big Bad Toy Store. They're taking pre-orders, and they are always happy to support independence like this. Guys, thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe, and as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Good journey. Geek proud.